Welcome to this section on Hyper-V Replica in Windows Server 2025. In this module, we will explore how Hyper-V Replica provides a powerful solution and a cost-effective disaster recovery solution for your virtual machines. Whether you are protecting a critical workload in an enterprise environment or a small business environment, Hyper-V Replica ensures that your virtual machines are replicated and ready to run at a secondary location whenever there is a disaster strikes. As the name suggests, Hyper-V Replica is a replication solution for your virtual machine. When you configure replication for a virtual machines, you essentially have two copies, right? A primary VM where your services are actively running and a secondary VM which holds a standby copy ready to take over if needed. Hyper-V Replica continuously monitors the block level changes inside the virtual disk of your primary virtual machine and send those changes in batches to the secondary host on a schedule that you set. It can be every 30 seconds, 5 minutes or 15 minutes. The first key point here is Hyper-V Replica is asynchronous replication. There are two types of replication, synchronous and asynchronous replication. And Hyper-V Replica is asynchronous replication. So let's understand the difference between asynchronous replication and synchronous replication. In an asynchronous replication, when customer write a data to an application, let's say your application is running in the primary VM and you have a secondary VM running as a replication of the primary VM. When the customer write a data hello to the primary VM, the primary VM immediately acknowledge the transaction once it receive, it write into its disk, then it acknowledge to the customer. Then as a third step, it replicate the data to the secondary virtual machine. So in this case, application doesn't wait until the secondary write the data into the disk. Instead, application immediately acknowledge once the data is received to the primary server. In a synchronous replication, when customers say hello, the app save the data into the primary disk, then it write to the secondary virtual machine through the replication. Then once it confirmed that the data is collected by the primary and the secondary, then the application will acknowledge back to the customer. By this way, in synchronous application, you ensure that the data is written in both the application, in the secondary and in the primary. But in a synchronous replication, you only ensure that the customer data is completely written in the primary, but you are not sure about the secondary because you are immediately acknowledging it back to the customer. And for the synchronous replication, as the customer application will be waiting until you complete writing the data in both a primary and secondary, you need a high bandwidth between the primary and secondary. And these technologies are available with VMware, and also some storages also provide synchronous replication. And these are highly considered for the applications like bank applications, financial institution applications, where they cannot tolerate any data loss because they have their data in the primary and in the secondary before they confirm to the customer about the transaction. But asynchronous replication are very cost effective, and you don't need to have high bandwidth between the primary and secondary, so the cost is less and also the effort is less. The other point is Hyper-V Replica doesn't need any shared storage. Like in failover cluster, we required a shared storage, but in Hyper-V Replica, we don't need a shared storage. We can use local disk, and data is replicated over the standard network connection. So you also don't need to have an additional network connection for cluster or replication. You can do it over the standard network connection. So this is a very simple, easy, cost-effective replication solution for your virtual machines in your data center. Now let's see how Hyper-V Replica works. We have two Hyper-V servers, Hyper-V 1 and Hyper-V 2. I have configured Hyper-V 1 as my primary server and Hyper-V 2 as my replica server. Then, once you configure the replication between the primary and replica server, then you have to configure which virtual machine you want to replicate. So let's say I have one virtual machine where I want to replicate from Hyper-V 1 to Hyper-V 2 to keep my disaster recovery site. So the first step, once you configure a virtual machine to replicate from primary to replica, is to send the full copy to the secondary, the replica server. So if you have a 50 GB data in your virtual machine, it has to completely send to the secondary virtual machine. And that server is called replica server, and that VM is called secondary VM or replica VM. Once the full copy is synchronized, the ongoing changes will be tracked by the primary virtual machine and will be synchronized to the secondary VM. And this is based upon the frequency that is configured. It can be 30 seconds or 5 minutes or 15 minutes. And this is configurable, and you have to configure it based upon your bandwidth and the frequency that you require. In case if the primary goes down, or if you want to test something, or if you want to do some maintenance on the Hyper-V 1, then you can use the Hyper-V Replica failover to fail the primary and to start the secondary, and all the customers then onwards can be connected to the secondary. The secondary VM will start up with the same configuration, with the same IP address, same memory, or the processor that you assigned. So let's summarize this video by explaining the requirements for Hyper-V Replica. You need a Windows server with the Hyper-V role enabled, then enough CPU, RAM, and storage on both hosts. That doesn't mean that shared storage. Storage means a local storage is enough. Network connectivity between the sites, and also the replication can be done over HTTP or HTTPS. So based upon your HTTPS requirement, you need to produce a certificate, and also for authentication you need to have an active directory. So that's it. In the coming video we will see how to configure Hyper-V replication.